Okay, in today's webinar, we've had a really good question as to what pull compensation effect has on stitching. So we've taken this design, which is simple text. You'll see it says Bryson carpets. And what does a certain amount of adjustment do? So we're going to do that in the screen where you normally make these adjustments. So we'll go over to the control panel here. And pull compensation adjustment, which is basically bold facing your satin stitches in the design, can either be done from a shortcut here. So I recommend that you kind of add that shortcut in because it is useful for fixing designs, or just go into your main menu, go to Setting, and pull compensation is done here. I had 0.1 built in. I'm going to take it to 0.3. In other words, 0.2 of a millimeter makes a noticeable difference. So what that does is that modifies only the design that's current. So again, when I go to main menu, setting, and change that pull compensation value, that the design that's current in memory, that's last loaded, that you're sewing, is the only one that's affected. So we've added, instead of 0.1 millimeters, we've added 0.3 millimeters. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew a copy of this right below it. So I'm going to take this and just kind of move that below. And then let's sew out the word Bryson, and let's see, compare the two so you can see what 0.2 of a millimeter pull compensation does. And this is about maybe just under a ½ inch high text. So we'll just do the word Bryson. Okay, I don't know if you can see it here. Actually, I don't see it very well on camera, but let's bring this right up to our to view height so we can kind of see exactly what that looks like. So we'll take this off of the hoop, and then let's see if we can zoom in on that a little bit. And you can see it's fairly noticeable. The lower Bryson is definitely heavier. So that's why we recommend at least 0.2 millimeters pull compensation. It's where it becomes visible. This actually looks a lot more solid than this, even though this already looks solid to begin with. This is definitely bold faced. So use the 0.2 of a millimeter pull compensation, whether you do it in your digitizing or in your half embroidered sheet, to solve quality issues where it gets too narrow. And you can see you can do that just by designing there versus the variable pull compensation, that you can find an option where you can apply it to all designs that are loaded in Africa.